Hey guys, welcome back to Beaneater Buzz. Jordan Hunt back here again with Colleen McGuire and with our buddy Trent Dixon this time. It's been a couple weeks since we did a show. Wanted to do this one kind of during the game because the Sunday night game. Hey, is my TV too loud? Can you even hear my TV?
I can hear it a little bit. I can hear like the cheers when they happen.
I'll turn it down a little bit. Well, hopefully there won't be any more cheers. I mean, God, this is maddening. All right,
it felt like one of those games, right, where we left all these guys on base.
Dude, yeah, like Michael Harris has been on twice, done nothing. Now, I mean, there were some hard hit balls, like the one that Edmund speared 107 off the bat.
Oh, yeah, it's been some bad luck, too.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. It's a little aggravating, but let's see. Let me go. I just want to go to it. Okay, that's not what I want to do. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and post the link for the All right, I posted the link to it, so hopefully some people will drop in. Yeah, man, that was And now I guess we're going
I don't even know who's up.
Dylan Lee. I think it's Dickerson. I think it is.
Okay.
Not 100% positive, but I hope that's why we're going to a lefty right now. I
think it is Dickerson. Yeah, I think you're right. Although they have Pujols looming if they wanted to go to him at some point. Although I don't know if they'd replace Dickerson with him.
Yeah, it's Dickerson.
I don't know who
they are. Pujols is pinch hitting.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yep.
This feels like one of those moments, doesn't it?
Yeah, my TV's just now coming back up and Pujols stepping onto the field, but like.
Okay. Well, don't react can you pause yours for like 3 seconds?
Yeah, I can. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, it's on my phone, so no, I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, don't react if anything.
I won't. I will do my absolute best.
Don't react. Like two runs, it isn't over. But if they give a couple more here, and then it's like, come on. Yeah. Of course, as soon as we go live, they score runs.
Dylan Lee has been really good against right-handed hitters, so hopefully that plays to our favor here. But I don't know. This dude's been crushing lefties lately.
I mean, Dylan's had like a week off.
Yeah, Jorge, you're right. They just
the Mets and the Cardinals. It's just
they do. They like it's just it's unreal, man. I mean, the Mets. I don't know. I think the Mets are a lot better than the Cardinals, though. I mean, I'll give them that. But they're a lot better than the Cardinals. I mean, this is just like
the Cardinals are good, but the Cardinals also play in the Central, so it's hard to. That's why it'll be frustrating to like lose this series because it's just like after everything that happened last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think we're better.
We're definitely better than the Cardinals. Yeah, the strike zone has been so inconsistent tonight. It's just
on both sides and on all sides of the plate. Like it's not even.
Like that one, like
everyone with the phones out.
I thought Eddie was about to get thrown out of the game.
Me too. I
was like, here it comes, man. And I was hoping that if that happened.
The ump was like, you going to step back into the box?
Yeah.
Please don't do this, Eddie.
They'll have to put Ozuna in. Please don't do this. That was all I was thinking.
You understand what this could mean, Eddie.
I wasn't even worried about his bat not being in there. I was like, we'll have an equally bad bat and just a horrible person in there. Oh, yeah.
The live shot. Catch that.
Damn.
Oh no!
I wasn't. That ball hadn't landed when I said that. I'm sorry. I was just reacting to what Riley was doing. I could see it.
I thought that ball was going to be called behind the third base bag. It just kept going.
I thought it was too.
You just never know with that.
The way they were reacting.
That's surprising, those numbers.
I know. I was looking at that slug. 826 in the second half. What the fuck? He had like 12 at-bats and 7 number homers or something?
I don't know. He's just still doing it, man.
Yeah. Catch that.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. Don't get him
All right.
Run. Jesus.
Yeah. 2 runs is not a big deal.
This is the thing, right? They put it together in one inning. We're getting the hits. We're just not getting them strung together in the same inning. He didn't even freaking run on that home run.
No, because he thought it was foul. Yeah, like, look where that thing landed, dude. It hit that cameraman in the chest.
That's maddening.
He should have got fan interference. That's what I think. Yeah, Wainwright's country music was something else, wasn't it? Yes, Griffin. Somebody needs to do something about these fucking Cardinals.
What do you think?
Huh?
I was reading the country music comment.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so I guess we can, talk about a few things like in between innings or whatever. I know last night was a rough loss. It definitely wasn't fun. Kinley didn't have it. That happens to every reliever. Even though, I mean, if you were on Twitter, you'd think that every other reliever in our bullpen is Mariano Rivera, and we threw Kinley Jansen instead. I just don't understand.
Every other reliever in baseball is perfect every time they go out.
No.
Or has a.
Now, his FIP is pretty high in the second half. Somebody just said it was like over 5, which isn't good. But at the same time, he's getting the outs. Like, yeah. I don't know. When they got that runner to third, and I don't know. It was after he got the first guy out, I thought, okay, all right, we got decent Kinley tonight. And then he gave up a double, and I was like, okay, we can still work around that.
Yeah. Yep.
And then as soon as that one ball got away from Travis, and who was it that hit that ball?
Kind of unraveled there, I guess.
Yeah, who was the guy who hit the double? Which one was that? They got so many guys that all look the same.
Was it Don? They do. It's just a bunch of generic white dudes.
Donovan. Yeah, it's all the white guys. It's like they're them and the Dodgers. Somebody posted their lineup last night and was like, "This is the whitest lineup I've ever seen." And it really looked like
when Molina and Pujols started in the
same
lineup.
Guy. Yeah, it was like, oh man, that's rough.
Well, that's why I joked the other night. I was like, you could tell me Lars Nootbaar was Dylan Carlson, and I'd believe you. Like, they look to me exactly the same.
All right, let's go. So you're like right behind me. So I will try not to react.
I tried to fast forward, but I can't. I'm where I am. Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, I had to cast from my phone because my TV is a Vizio. And for whatever reason, Vizio doesn't have the Xfinity Stream app. So I had to cast from my phone to the TV. And I think I don't know why that would make me be ahead of you. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's because
I use YouTube TV, so I'm like streaming, so it's always a little bit behind when it's live.
That's how my dad, dude, he did it in the postseason like 4 times. He would call me before shit happened on the TV. My phone would start ringing, and I'd be like, son of a bitch. Dad.
Yeah, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb a lot of times, those moments.
Oh, man, that was a fucking horrible break. If that was a foot to the left, that's in the dugout.
Yep.
Damn.
Seems like Grissom's come back down to earth a little bit.
He has. I'm sorry.
So I wonder if it makes that decision easier when Ozzy comes back.
It kind of feels like it's going to, right? I mean, it sucks though. But I mean, dude, the future is so bright.
No, it was a fun story for it. But is he? What is he at? 80 pitches or 88 pitches?
88.
God, can we seriously push him out of this game right here?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that does anything for us because their bullpen is lethal. We need Michael Harris to hit a 3-run homer right now. And
that's going to be hard.
I don't think it's going to happen, but
there's only one on.
Hard. 3-run homer.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I don't think it's going to happen.
It literally would be very difficult for that to happen.
I have faith in him.
So far that they count it for an extra run.
I just don't think they're going to give us the extra tally. Yeah, and it's crazy because he's throwing like Adam Wainwright, which is so annoying.
That's what's crazy is I was looking at his stuff earlier this year, and I guess it's his defense because nothing was moving me when I was looking at his numbers and his baseball savant and all that.
Well, I mean, defense.
There was a lot of balls today that had high.
He's going to get so much praise tonight after this game, and it's like he's given up like 8 hits.
Yeah, he didn't pitch that well tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. The Braves are hurting themselves. Okay, things are getting a little interesting here. I didn't see Harris's second hit. Was it like just a single or?
It was kind of I don't know what pitch it was. It was kind of like.
Well, no. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It wasn't like a blasted or anything like that.
Oh. I mean, dude, that was like.
Yeah, they got to hit some home runs.
That was middle. I don't know, he's throwing the curveball. Why are you just?
Oh, Mike, that's a hanger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of going back to what we were just talking about. Griffin said that Vaughn Grissom has not been great the last couple of games. He hasn't, but then again, he did also have a 3-hit game in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And he bat flipped one to the warning track last night. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
I didn't watch the game last night, so there you go.
Okay.
Come on. Now somebody could hit a 3-run homer. Who is it? Grossman?
All right, now we need a grand slam.
Grossman.
Now we need a 4-run homer.
Now we need a 6-run homer. Those work great.
Out of the stadium. Again, you're not going to keep getting opportunities.
No, you're not.
Like you said, you're doing it to yourself. If you keep leaving runners on and not getting the runs in, well.
Hey, what happened to Riley? I thought Riley was gonna.
They tried to and said there was a technical difficulties, but they never tried it again. So I don't really know.
Well, Riley might have been don't worry about it.
At the end of Wainwright's, when he was warming up and stuff, he was even saying I can barely hear y'all as well. So I'm thinking it could have been something the whole night because even Waino at the end of it said, "Hey, it's not working. I can barely hear you guys." So he was just kind of talking, doing his own commentating thing.
How do you feel about that?
About the in-game interview?
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't like it when they're on the field.
Depends on the player.
I don't mind it.
Two completely different, I
love it.
I don't mind the DH or somebody when they're in the dugout, but when they're trying to concentrate on the game, I don't like it.
I mean, I don't think you could do it. I love the Waino, when he was warming up. I think that was one of the best things they've done all year.
That's pretty cool.
And it might just because Waino's got a great personality, and I think Adam Wainwright's going to be, if he wants to be. Now, I think he will because he's going to
be a great broadcaster.
I think he's going to be a great broadcaster if he wants to be. He's done it when the Cardinals have been eliminated.
Yeah, I was about to say
a couple years ago.
He did one in 2020 when they were in Houston.
And it was the best series the Braves played, in terms of broadcasting. It was him, Adam Amin, and AJ Przinsky, and it was
that was fun,
phenomenal to listen to because
AJ Przinsky is great in the booth. He is great.
Yeah, it went back and forth. It
was Adam Amin last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, Adam Amin. I like Adam Amin.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
But it would go back and forth that 2026 because it was the Marlins series. I think it would go Adam Amin, AJ Przinsky, Adam Wainwright, and then the next game you'd have I can't think of who the play-by-play guy is, but you have Buck Showalter in there, and he'd call.
That's right. Acuna. It was one game. It was like Bob Costas.
Yeah, he kept saying Acuna. Acuna.
Tuna? What'd you say?
That's what he's saying is that Buck Showalter kept calling him Acuna. Yeah, it was
also
maddening.
I got these. You had those.
Oh, you got them, huh? Yeah.
I was looking for the watermelon, but they only had the variety pack. So I did get the watermelon, but I had to get a pack as well.
You're inspiring me. I might go get up and get me a few spirits.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wild berry acai smash.
Oh. Okay, I'll have to talk to you about something later.
Okay.
I can't say it live. It's a personal thing. So.
Oh, God dang it.
Get there.
That's all right.
We got one.
Yeah.
Come on, do something with this. Dansby's going to swing first pitch and pop up or something.
Dude, I know.
I mean, it is a good time to point out that it did finally load. The Cardinals do have the best defense in baseball.
They do, but it's still annoying.
So.
Yeah.
I know.
But what's aggravating about that is that we have the best bullpen in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have won that game last night.
Yeah.
And
let's see.
Maybe they'll have a few more defensive miscues then.
Nice.
Yeah. Way to go. Only giving up 10 hits.
Way to go scattering 10 hits across 6 and 2.
But here's the thing, I know, obviously, now I'm not trying to defend the 10 hits thing as well, but
I don't think it was actually
Brian Jordan and a few other guys, we need more singles. Well,
it was 8 hits.
It shows you here that a lot of singles necessarily doesn't
they don't do anything for you.
Runs.
That's what people like the other night we scored however many runs that was and we didn't have a home run. People are like, that's what you got to do. It's like, no, I mean, it's hard to do that, which is what they're proving tonight. Just
I don't understand.
Isn't going to get to a lot of runs.
Well, there's a big difference because wasn't that, without the home run, that was against the Pirates, right? It's just a few days ago.
No, on Friday against the Cardinals. We didn't have.
Yeah, against the Cardinals, we scored the 11 runs and didn't hit home.
Yes, right. I wasn't able to watch Friday night. I was paying attention. I was radio. He's bringing in Mosley?
Whoa, shit. Are they?
That's what Griffin's saying here.
That guy's really good. And he's got like a personal vendetta.
It's the 7th, though.
7-out save.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, that's how Griffin. That's how I realized that Pujols was going to hit. Was it the MLB app updated before it came up on the TV?
Interesting.
A 7-out save would be.
No, I don't know about 7-out save because he pitched last night too. I think it's more of this is the top of the lineup. Let me put my best guy, which
and that's what it is.
I'm going to my 7th inning guy. I don't care who it is.
He comes out, gets Dansby, then probably comes back and gets for Olsen, Riley, Darno Contreras if he needs to, and they can bring in Reyes maybe.
Snit would be like, this is a great spot for Jackson Stevens, I think.
Dave, I was wondering that today. I was like, I felt like when that tweet last night about the Mets and Braves haven't lost on the same day. I was like, today I bet you they both lose, because it just felt like one of those jinxed it.
Yeah. What was it? The Braves are 11-0 when the Mets lose, and the Mets are 10-0 when the Braves lose. That's,
something like that. Or switched.
And that's since the All-Star break, right?
Wasn't it? That's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, Hicks is hittable. Hicks also walks a lot, guys. So, like.
This is Helsley, though.
Yeah, I know, but.
He's nearly as good as Diaz.
Yeah.
I love this. Not as a Braves fan, but I just like this. This is probably the game right here, you could argue.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, for sure.
I love this. And somebody would be like, "Ooh, bring it in your closer in the 7th inning." I mean, this could be the game. Even if he doesn't get the save, you bring in someone else. This might be the game.
Remember when we signed Will Smith and we were like, oh, God, I hope Snit uses him in like the 7th and 8th inning so he faces like the most important guys in the game? Can you believe that at one point we really thought Will Smith needed to face everybody in the most important spot? Like,
I think in theory that was we had the right idea because we thought Will Smith was going to be good.
Well, he had been good. I mean, there wasn't much time where he had been bad. So it was like,
but
I feel like Will Smith was his best self, obviously, in the postseason last year. But I feel like it was 2020. He was like I guess didn't have enough of. He gave up a lot of solo home runs and stuff. I don't think he was that good. Last year he was decent in the first half. I feel like August he kind of fell off a little bit.
Dave, I agree. I hate the bye. I don't like the bye.
I go back and forth with it. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. You get to line your pitching up, and if we end up having to face the Dodgers and they've got their pitching lined up, like actually, let me rephrase that. The Dodgers pitching doesn't scare me that much.
The Dodgers lineup is what scares me.
Yeah, the Dodgers lineup is what wins all their games for them. Now we seem to have a guy who, for whatever reason, can. Oh shit! Yeah, we seem to have a guy in Max Fried who, for whatever reason, has been shutting him down this year. He's faced him twice, and he's made Freddie Freeman look pretty bad.
Yeah. I remember there was one strikeout that game he threw in LA where he was like perfect through. And he just swung made him look silly.
Dave, I'm not worried about Acuna long term. I'm worried about when we're going to need to rest him down the stretch, though. Holy shit! Holy shit!
No fucking way! Oh my God! This.
Dude, I was like, I saw it and I was like,
does he still look lost?
You can't react yet. You can't react yet. You can't react yet.
Holy crap, guys!
Let's
what
fucking
the hell?
go, Mansby.
Oh my God!
Griffin jinxed him. That was nice. Wow. Crushed that ball.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. All right, now we have the best bullpen in baseball. Get us this fucking win. I don't care.
I don't
care.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, Wayno. That sucks, dude.
Yep,
oh,
that's.
But you know what? Justice for Jake Odorizzi is like let's be real.
Yeah.
Dansby off of Helsley, dude. Dansby off of Helsley. That's insane.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Can we get 9 outs?
Especially since Dansby has been not as good offensively in the second half.
I'm gonna go get me one of those.
A White Claw.
White Claws.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Twitter.
It's fair. That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw Newbar's home run. It was like literally a foot off the plate. It was just a defensive swing, really. when you watch the replay, just trying to foul it off. So you're right, Jorge. It was off the plate, really just defensive. He wasn't trying to. I don't think you
could tell from the way he reacted.
Yeah.
And I think even they're showing him in the dugout. He was like, I thought that went foul. Wow. Just wow. Just wow.
I mean, hang on a second. I got to see what Dansby's really not been great in the second half. And so for him to do that.
You know what's been insane this weekend that I didn't realize until I looked at the weighted runs created plus? Travis has an over 200 weighted runs created plus in August.
Travis d'Arnaud?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing well. He missed some time, obviously, so I guess that might, skew it as well. But he finally, it feels like also that week where he was hurt. I think Travis had slowed down a little bit, and he came back and got some rest, and he's been pretty good since he came back. Of course, we'll never forget.
It's a good problem to have with Contreras and d'Arnaud both swinging the bat well. It also makes the lack of Ozuna thing easier.
Dude, Chadwick Tromp, that one game was awesome.
Chadwick Tromp, that one game where it was like, hey, maybe we can put d'Arnaud on the IL to give him another week off. But Dansby in the second half coming into the night had a 86 WRC plus. He had a 0.77 ISO as well. So not a whole lot of power in the second half from Dansby. And then, of course, he's the one that hits the 3-run home run.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Helsley coming into last night, I don't know about – I guess tonight too because he didn't allow a run last night. Coming into tonight, he had allowed 5 earned runs all season.
Helsley?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Tellez hit a home run off him last week or whenever that was.
Contracts ending.
He's getting extended tonight, Dave. That would actually be pretty funny. Like tomorrow, the off day, like they announced that.
I mean, the more I've thought about it, and Dave hates this. Dave hates this so much. But let's be realistic. If there is a real scenario where the Braves say, fuck it, we're going for Jacob deGrom. It's Dansby, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be
the risk you take, right? Like if you sign Dansby because you're like, okay, we're going to go after Jacob deGrom, and then
I think Lee's in there because we don't have anybody else right now, Griffin. Unfortunately,
it looks like the YouTube feed's like way behind. Usually, it's not that far behind, but I'm like, you just came back with your drink on the feed. I'm like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because we were reacting to the home run, you were like already up getting a drink. I was like, wait, what?
That's weird because when Dansby hit the home run, it felt like we were all reacting live, with them.
Yeah, I don't know if
I guess the chat is live with us. I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
I mean, it would have to be because Griffin's talking about Lee still being in there. Paul DeYoung.
Yeah. Come on, Dylan.
Dude, I did not realize how bad Yadier Molina has been this year. He's got a 4-something
He's just
OPS.
Old.
Yeah. It's like he came back just so he could pitch, or just so he.
Although I feel like you're saying that he's coming up. I'm like,
I know, dude. As soon as I said it, I was like, fuck.
I'm like, now I'm anticipating something because you had to say that.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, because I saw the way you were looking at me, I was like, yeah, I know what she's saying.
My mind's always, I'm like, don't put it into the universe. Come on, Lee, don't put anybody on. Let's go. Don't walk this dude with the 68 OPS plus.
Well, Dave, I mean, can you blame us for being excited about the potential of Jacob deGrom? Yeah, come on, man. You guys are dreaming about Aaron Judge. He's not going anywhere. Judge isn't going anywhere. He's going to be right back there in New York. If the Yankees let Aaron Judge walk, dude, the fan base already is so fucking
That would
pissed
almost
off.
like I feel like because of the fan base and the media, would that end up being worse than Freddie? Than letting Freddie walk?
Dude, especially if he went to the Mets.
I didn't realize that he was. Come on, are you really walking Paul DeYoung? Are you
fucking kidding me?
Uh-oh, and here comes Yadi Molina. I didn't realize Judge was from the Bay Area, so I'm like, Giants.
Oh, I didn't know he was from the Bay Area. I kind of thought
he might be a Giant for a while. By the way,
that seems to be a thing people are talking.
I've kind of figured that.
All right, who are we going?
I've kind of thought Giants for a while with Judge.
Judge is such a Marlin. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. To be honest, I'd love to see Judge go to the Marlins. I think that'd be cool. But I don't think who's coming in. I didn't even see.
McHugh.
Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I was kind of hoping that he would be available tonight.
I don't know how many pitches he threw yesterday. You just threw one inning though, right?
Yeah, it was just one inning. Sorry. I thought my baby was crying. Yeah, because I was kind of confused why he didn't come out for a second inning. Because where Charlie only got through 5, I thought, as soon as I saw McHugh, I was like, okay.
13 pitches. I was surprised. But again, I wasn't watching the game, but I was following.
I thought for sure he's going to get the 6th and the 7th, and then we'll roll.
I'm assuming Minter is unavailable because he pitched Friday for some reason in the 8-1 game.
I know, dude. I said that Friday. I was like, why the fuck is AJ Minter in this game?
Iglesias threw 20 pitches, but he did also pitch on Friday.
So I guess
I don't know. It's McHugh. I'm sure Matzik's available.
I was about to say.
I don't know who you go to close this out.
Shit, because Kenley threw way too many pitches last.
No,
Kenley's go to Iglesias. What's Iglesias at? I mean, he pitched last night.
He threw 20 last night, but he pitched Friday.
Fuck, you're gonna have to use somebody.
I don't know if you can have anyone go 3 days in a row. I mean, we're putting McHugh in here, which.
Dude, it is August 28th. Somebody is pitching 3 games in a row. Like, that's it. You have to at this point.
We'll see what he does. It's just that
watch him try to go with McHugh for the 8th. Get out of this and then go with the 8. Go with him for the 8th.
I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, if he hits into like a double play or something, I guess you could do that. But
he'll be like, Tyler Matzek got that one, his first career save this year. He's our guy tonight. And then never mind. I'm not even gonna put it in the universe.
This is my problem is I go too far ahead and I'm like, Colleen, just let the game unfold.
Yeah.
Stop saying things.
Why is there a bomb pop on the screen? Like it doesn't fit in with anything else there, right? Yeah, I mean, like you got the bats, the pretzels. I mean, I guess I kind of get the pretzels. But I'm not a big pretzel.
Yeah, it's not
guy.
like it's 4th of July or something. Like when I see those, I think 4th of July.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh my god.
I would have left this freaking chat. Dude, I would have left this.
I would have too. I would be like, that's it for tonight, guys. Oh man. Get up this first one in a while. Yeah, Diaz has actually had kind of a rough stretch lately, and still has been getting.
Yeah, I feel like he just has good enough stuff to like work around it.
Yeah, I wonder where he pitches next year. Like, do you really think like the Mets, like they got to at least try?
The thing with Diaz is somebody's going to offer him like some
way too much money,
6-year deal, and he's going to suck for like 3 years. Yeah. Like that's what I can see, and I can see the Mets doing it just because they have the money. But like with relievers, you just never know, and so
that's
I can
the
see
thing,
someone
dude.
Doing that.
Like what's the biggest deal a reliever's ever gotten? It was Kenley, right? 4 years and 90 some.
Well, what was Raisel Iglesias? What was his? It was
4 years, 58.
Oh, 58.
No, it was 58. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, money-wise, I don't know what the biggest one is.
Hold on.
Like Liam Hendricks got a big deal, but that was 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 4 years, $58 million for Iglesias. So, and Kenley, dude, I want to say he got like 4 years, 92.
Really?
Yeah. It was something crazy.
But that ended in 2021, or was it earlier than that?
Yeah, the one that ended last season.
Wow.
Let's see.
Attaboy.
Hell yeah.
Oh!
Just throwing it out there.
Molina winded
Once
from
read
running
on
to
Twitter.
first base.
What
Okay,
happened?
there we go.
I once read on Twitter that Colin McHugh could not perform in high leverage situations.
Yeah, I read that
And
too.
Colin
he,
McHugh?
was a right-handed Will Smith. So
Colin McHugh. Career earnings.
Yep.
Okay.
That's going on
let's see.
the Twitter right now. The application.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he threw like 5 pitches, so I wouldn't be surprised, Jordan, if he went back out.
Okay. Never mind. It was a 5-year contract for Kenley, and it was actually only $80 million. So 5 years, $80 million. I think that's the biggest contract that a reliever's ever got. I think. I don't know what. It's either him or Chapman, right?
Aroldis Chapman?
Yeah, Chapman sucks, dude. That guy just.
Well, did you hear the thing about he got a tattoo and got an infection, so he's on the IL?
Yeah, dude. Like, if I were the Yankees, I would be like, dude, no. Like, I would be so pissed off.
USA Today, Aroldis Chapman said he got a 5-year, $86 million.
Yep, 5 years, $86 million. Yep, so, I just pulled it up.
That was like
signed that in 2017.
This was Chapman.
Biggest.
Yeah, that was Chapman.
Yeah, that's
the
why you
biggest
don't give 5 years to a reliever.
A reliever contract ever. Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you wanna split hairs here, relief pitcher extraordinaire David Price made $32 million 1 year. So I know he wasn't signed as a relief pitcher before somebody.
You know what, dude? And like
it was a joke. Internet.
Like, I got to give credit to the Red Sox there. Like, they signed that dude, right? Turned him into a World Series championship, and then traded him off to the.
Sometimes
Dodgers.
You get your money's worth doing. You know what
dude.
I mean? Like, all right, well, he brought us the World Series.
They were like, Mookie's not staying here. Hey, can you take David Price too? We don't want that money anymore. We already won our title. And they're like, sure, we'll make him a relief pitcher. And they're like, what? Yeah, that's a weird one. There was a game against us where he came in and he's like throwing like 97. And I was like, what year is it? Like, this guy has been not good for a number of years. Helsley's back out there. Interesting.
Well, let's try to get to him again. Come on, Riley. Yeah, he only threw 7 pitches, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's still only 20 pitches in the last 2 days. There's no reason we can't trust him with an 8th. But our Goldie and Arenado coming up.
Yeah.
They are. I'd throw McHugh. That's what I'd do. You ride with your best guy, right?
It's Edman leading off?
Yeah, but
no, I'm just trying to think Edman and then 2 guys at the top.
Well, Nootbaar is leading off.
Donovan would be second.
Yeah, Donovan's second. So the Cardinals.
I wasn't paying attention to where they were in the order.
So Edman will lead off. Edman, Nootbaar, Donovan are due up. So, I mean, if he can get all 3 out, he won't even have to face.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like short leash type of things, like play it by ear.
Who faces Goldie and Arenado?
That's what I'm saying.
Night?
You can't throw Yates. Does Matzik have reverse splits? Does Matzik have reverse splits?
He did last year. I haven't looked at him this year.
I mean, I think you got to ask which one's best between Minter and Iglesias to go tonight.
But here's the I think you do too.
I think Kenley. Can't throw Kenley.
It's got to be Iglesias, right?
No, Kenley's. You can't. If he throws Kenley out there,
I mean, here's the thing. I think you got to say which one of you is feeling the best, or have that kind of gut feeling of who's feeling better tonight. It's Minter or Iglesias. Minter's earned the right to not really worry about him being a lefty in that situation.
Here's the problem.
But I think it's probably got to be Iglesias if he's the best.
We gotta evaluate who the manager is, though.
Yeah.
And I think if I know Brian Snitker, he's gonna say, "Got to go with my guy." Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, if he goes back to Jansen tonight.
Oh, dude, that's a fireable offense right there. Oh my god.
If Jorge and Griffin, if Iglesias is healthy, that's who I would throw in the ninth.
That's who I'd go to.
I just don't know.
I think we should score like
Friday night.
Runs.
I don't think he pitched Friday, did he?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Did Iglesias pitch Friday? I didn't get to watch Friday night because of work. I had to keep up.
No. Iglesias did not pitch.
Oh, Jay Jackson.
Then it's got to be Iglesias.
Jay Jackson. Oh.
Please no.
It's so weird. He's been up here and they've never even like not.
They've never even thrown him in a game. Like, give the guy a chance. Let him close out a game in a. Oh fuck, man, that's a good pitch. Yeah, let him close out a game in a pennant race, right? Against a team that embarrassed your closer the night before.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like no matter it's people are gonna blame Snit one way or another if something goes wrong.
Oh yeah.
It'll be how could you have gone to this person or why didn't she go to this person? So no matter what, it's like there's certain things where I'm like, you can't always blame Snit. Like last night wasn't Snit's.
I mean, no, I don't think it was. I'm not the biggest Snit supporter, but I do think there's a lot of times that he gets way too much hate. At times, like last night, like yeah, maybe should he have pulled Jansen? We can argue probably, but same time, anybody can come in and just give a sack.
I don't
there.
like I said earlier.
If somebody's on third with one out or bases are like, you're asking a guy to come in a situation with
Freddie
no
Tarnock,
room for error. That's not fair.
Freddie Tarnock not
should
with
be
the
available.
Team. He should be available. Yeah, he should be.
He's the best pitcher in the organization.
That was so weird the way they used him, and then they were like, bye, go back.
They just wanted a guy who could give him an inning, I guess. Isn't that all he threw was one inning?
Yeah, I mean, I was fine with it. They needed
it was even a full inning. I don't even know if it was.
Yeah, but dude, if you're gonna bring up a starter,
2 outs.
If you're gonna bring up a starter, I was fine with it. Burn that guy. You know, I mean, that's just my outlook. I have a very.
I don't like when they brought Tarnock in the game, but I was fine with them bringing him up in the situation they did. It was kind of a weird time to put him in the game when they did because there was already people on base. For a guy making his major league debut that's a starter, especially, I think he should have came in a clean inning.
Yeah, you're just kind of you're just setting a guy up to,
to fail
in that case.
Yeah. I mean it's.
Helsley is filthy. I have no idea how.
Yeah, how the fuck did Dansby Swanson hit an opposite field home run off of him? Yeah, I feel you, Billy.
Traded for Bill Contreras in a Dynasty Baseball League the other day.
Did you? That's a good trade. Did you give up Jacob deGrom for him?
This is another. I don't remember who I traded for him. I traded Aaron Ashby. This is the other Dynasty League I'm in.
You traded Aaron Ashby for him?
Yeah, for William Contreras.
Wait, I always just forget in our league. I just forget to play guys.
I know. I said, did the other team? Was the other guy rebuilding too, or something?
No, I was going. He's in a weird spot. So yeah, he took a young pitcher for a Dynasty League, obviously, and he said, "I don't really need a catcher, since I'm probably not going to be good." And we gave him Ashby.
Okay. Yeah, Colleen, my wife notices that you do that all the time too. My wife is locked in on this shit.
Like, and I'm in another like league too, and my friend, I saw him last night. We went to the game, and he's like, "Do you like?" He's like, because that was the league where they accused me of collusion, not him, but somebody else.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, because him and his dad are in the league too. He was like, "We have no idea who that guy even is," and he's like, "Is that the reason why you don't play?" I was like, "Well, it did leave a bad taste in my mouth, but I just forget. I just like,
yeah,
it'll be like 8:00. I'm like, oh shit, who's playing today? So I just can't keep up with it.
Yeah, that's my wife was like. She's always like, does Colleen just forget all the time? I was like, I'm pretty sure she's too busy. Like, doesn't pay any attention.
No, it's not that. It's just me.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just my
I feel that. I feel that. I picked up Brett Lauer today. I was pretty stoked about that. I dropped Logan Webb. Yeah, Eric Lauer, not Brett Lauer. Brett Lauer. Dropped Logan Webb.
Logan Webb.
Yeah.
Traded Logan for Logan Webb. I dropped him Dynasty League
to pick up Eric Lauer, and then forgot to start Eric Lauer. So nice. I was only going to get him for one start, and then I was going to dump him, and I didn't even get to use him. And I lost Logan Webb
today, didn't he?
He would have got me like 17 points.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mentor is out for the 8th.
All right.
I don't play in a lot of. I don't play in a lot of
what?
Leagues, by the way,
you know
for
what?
Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just easier to do that because I don't think I'd have enough time for Dynasty.
Is like Donovan and Newt Bar are lefties, aren't they?
Newt Bar's a lefty.
Oh,
Edmonds a switch hitter. Newt Bar's a lefty. Donovan's a switch hitter.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't really name interest. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Again, results over process. We'll see what happens.
I'll tell you what's pathetic, Jorge, is how bad we were against the Mets in that one series. Like, the rest of the season, it's been pretty close. Like,
the series in New York, you're saying? Oh, goodness.
Are you fucking serious?
First fucking pitch.
What
the hell was that new ball?
Fucking Tommy Edman.
I didn't even have time to react.
Fucking kidding me?
Now here's everyone to blame Snit, I'm sure.
My wife's pissed off because she just dropped Tommy Edman today because he sucks. Damn, dude. How the fuck? Man.
Yeah, I might have kept McHugh. I don't know.
I would have stayed with McHugh.
Like, I'm not blaming Snip, but I do wonder why he only threw like 6 pitches and that he's done when he didn't pitch Friday and he only threw 10 pitches last night.
They're gonna ask him about it. Why didn't you stick with McHugh? Well, you got to go with the guys that are down there. Why did you pitch Ozuna in the 9th? He's on the team, guys.
Yeah.
That was a bomb from fucking Tommy Edman. What the fuck?
It's always dudes like that.
Well, Dave, we are all the same. We are all the same. We are psychopaths for following this fucking sport. That's just
baseball fans, Dave.
Yeah.
That's just how we are.
We're fucking insane for watching this shit every fucking day.
They're showing Snit like, what's going through his head? Like, shit.
And now fucking AJ can't throw a damn strike.
This is looking like a bad decision.
Oh, man.
Yep. Man. Oof.
Yeah, nobody's worse than Mattingly. You're right. I'll take that. I still stand by the fact that Dave Roberts is actually a terrible manager. He just benefits from.
It's hard to judge Dave Roberts when he's got the best payroll every year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you fuck up a super team?
Yeah, right. If you have every player on the team is good, they can't really make bad decisions.
La Russe is the worst. You're right, Griffin. I don't know, Dave, but there's not a whole lot of Latin influence on There's not a whole lot of Latin influence on this Cardinals team. except for Yadier Molina, and he's biggest douche in baseball.
But this is why you don't throw your best reliever in an 8-1 game. I said that last night. I'm like, well, this is gonna have. It's gonna
have implications. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people were talking about Kenley being bad and all this stuff, and somebody brought up that it was actually Jonathan. I can't remember his last name now.
Brown?
Yeah, Jonathan Brown. That's it. And he was saying that he said Kenley, the Braves are 39-9 in games. Oh my God!
You're giving this game away. He's giving you an out.
Austin.
Well, now we need a miracle.
That's our Gold Glover over at third base, guys. DOB has to be fuming right now. Jesus Christ. Austin. Oh, my God.
Gotta make that play. Wow.
All right, guys. Time to step the fuck up.
And here's Goldie and Arenado.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man. This would be a miracle. I can't even get mad at AJ. I mean,
no, I'm not mad at AJ.
I mean, his bat is elite, Dave. So, I'm not going to complain too much about Austin Riley at third base. I mean, he's really not – he's not that bad. But he's also not that good. So,
Did Smith say he wasn't going to use Minter?
Did he say that?
I thought I saw that on Twitter. Somebody said he said that, so I don't know.
Then that would be the very first time that Snit has changed his plan for the bullpen all season, and it was the worst fucking time to do it and the worst way to do it. And that's why Brian Snitker is one of the worst bullpen.
I mean, I wonder if anyone will ask him about it.
And yes, I know, Trent, you're right. He gets a lot of shit about his bullpen management and stuff, and he's not the worst manager in baseball. But
also everyone complains about their manager.
Yeah, that I said that last night to somebody. Bullpens are so volatile that it's like.
David, you're right.
Like Riley.
Retweet, Dave.
That's damn, bro. Come on, AJ. You gotta make a pitch here.
Someone said this stadium was built on a burial ground. Depressed Marlins fan, whoever you are. Yes, we do have an off day tomorrow, but Minter, this is Minter's third.
Yeah, what's your name, by the way, dude? I fucking. How do I not know your name? Like, I interact with you every single day. Oh, shit. Man, that almost gave me a heart attack.
So I have the game on mute. Nathaniel. All right.
Okay,
I really need to watch the games on mute more often because it's less stressful for me. Like this is an instance where I would be like in the bathroom. I'm like, I can't watch this.
You don't want to hear someone talk about Austin Riley's or Spencer Strata Slaughter.
The Strata Slaughter.
The Strata Slaughter.
My take on Brian Jordan sounded like a 1950s guy from Savannah, Georgia. Slaughter.
He's got.
It sounds like it should be selling
accent,
newspapers
man.
in Savannah in like 1940.
Every time I hear that dude talk, I'm like,
newspaper.
He's really bad in the booth.
Nathaniel.
Now my question is, well, let me wait for this pitch. I guess either way, do you let him face Arenado?
Oh,
got him!
Yeah. God, what a
huge!
pitch.
Come on, that's one.
Woo! All
Beautiful
right.
Pitch. Painted.
All right. Yeah. Whatever, dude. Ride with him at this point, right? What else are you gonna do?
I mean, unless you go to Rysel, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. That was a great pitch.
But again,
that was pretty ballsy because he did kind of hang it a little bit.
To be fair, I think if they went to Mentor here, it makes me think the plan was probably to save Rysel for the ninth. Because, Snicker is very much, I got to have the guy in the ninth. I don't bring in my best pitcher.
Yeah, it was a cookie, Dave. It was a cookie. So, I don't know how he didn't swing at that pitch.
Yeah, so he did look like he was going to start to – he was trying to
that's right.
What a nice ground ball.
All right, that was a good pitch.
Yeah, Arenado's got that dad power.
Dad power only exists for like a short period of time, though. Austin Riley proved that. Austin Riley was like the best hitter on the planet for like a week. And then it was like he couldn't hit for a month. I mean, we talked about it multiple times. We were like, this dude's just tired from being up all night taking care of a baby. Like,
it's like he's gonna go on the road and start hitting because he can actually sleep.
Yeah. Okay, come on, AJ. Wow. Just do that again. Elevate it a little bit. Get it up like a little bit over the letters.
He tried.
I think that was the plan, and he missed his spot.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Jake Odorizzi for a minute. I had somebody literally tell me today that the game was going to be over by the third inning because Jake Odorizzi was pitching.
I'll admit, I don't have a ton of faith in him. I mean, he's had pretty good last two starts, obviously. It's funny with the rain delays, and then he comes out of there. He's like, "Oh, I just needed a little bit of rain, guys."
Well, he also said that after. Fuck yeah, dude! Woo, fuck yeah! Woo, man! There you go, a little bit elevated fast.
Don't take the next batter off. Like you got the two big ones, but you still got one more.
Boom. Travis must have heard me. Did he hurt himself?
No, I think he's just mad he's falling.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this dude.
Oh, man, he scares the shit out of me.
This dude is jacked.
Yeah.
He's all muscle. Like his body. I'm just like, how is your body that muscular?
God. That pitch, dude. Yeah, that pitch out of the hand looked like it was just waiting to be smoked. Yeah, dude, look at that dude's arms. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's insanity. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Damn. Well, not Minter's night. Damn it.
Well, guys, one dilemma is solved.
What's that?
I said one dilemma is solved, though. We don't need to worry about who's pitching the ninth.
And how Snicker takes him out. All right, cool. Man, that's the thing. He got Goldschmidt Arenado.
Why did you let him face O'Neill? Like I sure he got Goldschmidt and Arenado, sure, but also you've now let him throw like a shit ton of pitches in the last few days.
And here comes Jay Jackson.
Oh my god.
Man. He almost got out of it.
AJ's worst outing of the year.
It's not his fault. Why was he pitching in this game?
Yeah, we know, Dave. We know it's hard to win a series in St. Louis. Those fuckers.
We swept them last year, though, when we were there.
We did. They had an epic bullpen collapse last year.
Yes.
Acuna is playing on Tuesday, Nathaniel. And they've already said that. So. That was rough.
That was rough.
Fuck Arena. Fuck that guy. Well, Dave, there was another brawl. The Angels and Seattle, they had quite a brawl. They had quite a kerfuffle, if you will. Because the one thing I didn't understand in that fight was after the fight was over, somebody from the Angels threw a whole box of chips out on the field, or sunflower seeds.
That was
the
actually
one of the Angels. That was Rice.
That was Ricel. That was Iglesias, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was Ricel Iglesias.
But why? I didn't understand. Like, okay, all you did was make it harder for the grounds crew. You didn't do anything to the Mariners. Jay Jackson, Braves debut. Go get him, bud. God. Tyler O'Neill has that look, doesn't he?
Punchable face.
Yeah, like he's just like. He looks like. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I think that's rude. KFC bar stool. That guy's a fucking jackass. Oh, Michael. Welcome to the
Mikey came in after we were all pissed off.
It's not a party anymore.
Gansby at that homer while we were having.
Yeah, you should have been here for that. That was fun. God, man.
It just sucks because we won that first game, so made a statement in that first game.
Yeah.
And then you lose yesterday's late, and you had a chance here, so that's frustrating.
High chair sports. That's great, Dave. That's great. Well, Minter came in, Michael, and gave up a homer to Tommy Edman on the first pitch.
And what's crazy is if they make that play on the bunt,
yeah.
they possibly get out of
innings
that.
over. Innings over. No more.
I mean,
runs
you don't know
scored.
how the rest of it plays out in that instance, but still, like if he,
Yeah, and then.
Well, I hope somebody asked it this though. I hope.
A couple of runners got on, and O'Neill hit a dinger to dead center. Michael.
For a second, I thought he had just popped. Man, I didn't even see where that pitch was.
I was hoping that it would be right there, and Michael could rob it. I knew it was crushed, but I was hoping it wouldn't.
There you go, Jay Jackson.
That's what's up.
Not that it matters much now, but
man,
that sucks too. That really sucks. Yeah, that looks like it was a middle. I mean, it was still tied. We still had to get a run somehow.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know.
Oh, man. I remember that, Jorge. Oh, that game was a stunner. That's for sure. Freddie hit that grand slam. We came within one, and then Tomlin pitched.
Oh, yeah. It was in Milwaukee. Yeah. Brought in Tomlin, and Tomlin gave up like 4 runs, and it was like, what are we doing? Well, this game was going quite well when Jake Odorizzi was pitching.
Well, at least Jake Odorizzi doesn't get the loss.
Chip Carey's probably really enjoying that right now.
And what's annoying about a game like this is that you have off tomorrow. So, like, for the fan, like me, I'm going to just kind of be stewing in the weekend.
Oh,
for
yeah.
The whole day, I have no way to, like,
I hate
turnaround.
I hate off days. I hate them so much. Because at work, I have nothing to do. Like, sure, I'm working. But, like, I like to listen to music and stuff. And then, okay, I'm there like 4 or 5 hours. Okay, the game's coming on. So I'll listen to the game and, like, whatever. But off days, it just feels like, it makes the day at work go longer. It feels like I'm at work forever. And then, I don't know. My mind's wandering. I'm thinking too much about everything. Mm-hmm. Think about.
It's just like, how do you
the Braves losing to the Cardinals in epic ways.
I wish I didn't care about, like, how do people just, like, not care?
I move
like,
on
there's some people
quick.
who just, after the loss, they're like, all right, cool, we move. And I'm like, no.
I mean, I move on.
Not me.
I move on pretty quick.
I disagree, Dave. Like, that's frustrating to lose that way, but this is like a heartbreaker.
This is a heartbreaker, yeah.
And then, but I wondered that last night. I was like, who the hell is pitching today? And then it ended up coming back to bite.
I move on pretty quick, thankfully. So it'll suck watching it, but 30 minutes after the game's over,
tomorrow morning, it's like in the morning, I'll move on from it.
I'll be fine in like 20 minutes after the game. I finally convinced myself after a couple of years that, like, and I'm glad I did, just any sport in general, that, like, it's not worth it for me to labor on it. I move on. I go play a video game. I get upset in the moment, more upset in the playoffs. But I move on. I go play a video game.
At least this is like, all right, we'll try to come back and win the next one. It doesn't matter as much as it does if this is the wild card series. This hurts a whole lot more.
Oh, yeah, it would hurt longer. What Michael said there, he says, I literally don't think about loss at all. After it happened, it's kind of weird. I just don't let it affect. That's me. Like, I have more important. Like, it'll bother me for a little bit, but tomorrow I'll be like, at the end of the day, even a bad game of baseball is still entertaining to me, which is good enough. So.
Oh. Eddie didn't run anyway, so it didn't matter. Yeah, I am kind of the same way as Colleen. It takes me a little while, especially when it's a bad loss like this and you have an off day the next day, I just keep rolling it back. Like, oh man, God, this sucks. 2 not great losses in a row.
No, these are 2 pretty heartbreaking losses. That's tough to move on from.
Yep.
But also, this is the other thing is how many fucking runners did we leave on base?
That's what's aggravating. A lot tonight. We've left 16 runners on base.
Off days are pretty bad, Michael.
Is that team LOB?
Yeah, the team has left 16 runners on base tonight.
Jesus.
That's worse than I thought.
No, team LOB is 5.
Huh?
Like you're looking at every batter that comes on with runners on, that compounds the left on base. But the team
I didn't know it worked that way. Yeah.
So like, say that the bases are loaded.
Oh, okay. I see a team left on base.
Out.
Okay.
It would show
That's
like 9.
I thought that seemed a little high. I was like,
but still, we had plenty of chances. So yeah.
The problem is a lot of those outs that those guys ended up getting were outs with runners on.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, like we fought to get some runners on. Okay, there's 2 outs and like whatever, like a couple innings.
Yeah. Lead off guys on and shit.
I hate when they
that win probability chart.
Stupid graphs.
Could have swept this damn series.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we really had a chance to sweep it.
I agree, Dave. That's also what my dad says about Will Smith, the catcher. Like he looks like the wise guy next door neighbor kid who would come and bully you.
Dude,
That's
no.
Yeah, I can
Will
totally
Smith
see that.
Will Smith looks like the kid from Toy Story. The what's his name? The kid next door, the neighbor. Oh, okay.
Get another base runner. Get back to the top of the order.
Hey, here's some good news for you guys. A little off topic. Minor leaguers have sent a card to vote on designating the MLBPA as their collective bargaining representative.
That is awesome.
So they're voting on that pretty soon. That was announced 4 minutes ago by June Lee from ESPN.
That should have happened fucking 15 years ago, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, Dave. Michael Harris is pretty good. Is he 4 for 4?
I don't know. I guess so. He had a good night.
He's
going the other way a lot, which is great to see. He needs to move up in the order, I think.
God.
There's no way Eddie should be hitting above him.
I agree now as well.
Ronnie not being in these last 2 games has hurt us.
Yeah. You do want that, right?
Even when Ronnie is playing hurt, he just changes the dynamic of this team.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, to go with what Colleen said, the one reason I was not, big on maybe pushing Harris up to the top of the order was his walk rate. Maybe push him more to the middle. But in August, he has a 7.5% walk rate now. And I think he's starting to get more patient, and maybe pitchers are pitching him a little more carefully. But he's actually being patient. If he's going to walk more, let's push him up the order. His on base has been 360 or something like that, 376 in August. Push him up the order.
There's no team that I hate losing to the way that I hate losing to the Cardinals.
Me, it's
like even the Mets and the Phillies. Like I'm like whatever, dude. They're division opponents. So like,
nah, he listen to the Phillies more. I mean, I get that because you only pay the Cardinals twice a year.
Well, but you know what I mean. Like their division. He
still
opponents,
took the season series against the Cardinals, by the way.
That shit sucks. I hate trying to like make myself feel better with that. I'm
not trying to make you feel better. I'm just
no. I do though. I'm like, oh well, I'll tweet that next week to somebody. They'll be like, you lost the Cardinals. Like, yeah, we won the season series. I'll tweet that. I know I will. I know.
But now comes the further of the Braves can't beat good teams, even though it's like
Braves can't beat good teams on the road. Whatever. That what? That's fine. Braves can't beat good teams on the road. But, not a lot of teams can beat us at home.
It's true.
I mean, we're pretty fucking awesome at home.
Mm-hmm. And now we get to go home and hopefully the guys brush it off. And
Sarah Lane, this is the first time the Mets and Braves have lost in the same day since July 7th.
After that tweet from last fucking night, I knew it. When the Mets lost today, I said the Braves are losing tonight because of that tweet last night. I knew it.
Like the fact that the Mets lost, makes this loss almost. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Almost whatever. But I don't know, dude. Like you can't win both of the, or you can't lose both of those games.
Yeah.
You got to win one of those games. Yeah. And that's just.
Yep.
Yeah. That loss to the Rockies was pretty bad today for the Mets. Like, you throw Scherzer and you lose 1-0 to the Rockies. So it wasn't even like, oh, well, Scherzer had a clunker, it happens, or whatever. I don't know what Scherzer did. I'm assuming it was pretty good because if there was only one run given up.
7 innings, 1 run.
7 innings,
11 strikeouts, 1 run.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that's ouch. Man, that's rough. Well, I guess we can.
It's not fun to end it on this.
He was whatever. Marquez was phenomenal. That was arguably his best performance of the year, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, he was great. I almost picked him up instead of Eric Lauer today. But it wouldn't have mattered because I didn't start him.
You would have forgotten to start him anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. We have those games too, Dave, where it just feels like we're just like 2 pitches for every at-bat. It's a ball on the ground. It's a line out right at somebody. It's a pop-up. And then Yeah, that's true, Jorge. Tyler O'Neill was terrible this series.
I mean, you could also
and that's why you wonder if
Minter
used everything he had to strike out Goldie and Arenado. And then it's like, okay, Tyler O'Neill. And then he just, grooved one in there. And, I wonder if that's just what happened. He kind of just should he have faced him? I don't know. I don't know who else you would go to, but whatever. It's done. We lost the game. On to the next one.
Yeah. Honestly, when they tied the game, my mind immediately went, we kind of need to lose this game right now. Because it was
so we don't go into extras and have to go to every free
match. What are we going to do? We're just going to I don't know. We would have burned the bullpen. Sure, we have a day off tomorrow, but it's also a travel day. And it's
yeah.
I don't know. We really needed Minter to step up there, and unfortunately, Brian Snitker threw him in an 8-1 ball game 2 nights ago for whatever reason.
His usage of the bullpen is just so.
It's weird. It's just weird. That's what it is. It's okay, somebody was. I was saying this earlier, and I got myself distracted. Somebody was talking about Kenley. The Braves are 39-9 in games that Kenley plays in, right? And somebody was like, well, yeah, but they've lost 9 times when Kenley pitched. That's terrible. Yeah, but Kenley also pitched the day that I went to see the game. He came into the game down 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the reasoning is, well, he needed some work. I was like, well,
which is why it's such a bullshit thing when Snit's like, oh, I'll only use Kenley tied or up, and it's like, okay, but then that exact situation happens, and he needed to pitch. It's like that's why sometimes if you're down a run, you can throw Kenley. You can put your good reliever in the game.
Right. Yeah, because if you're down 8-1, you just burn a Jackson Stevens for 3 or 4 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Or even McHugh can cover some of those innings. But when you're throwing your good relievers in games that they shouldn't be in, and I get it that somebody has to pitch, and that's always everybody's response. But it's like, yeah, sure, somebody has to pitch, but like Jay Jackson was in the bullpen. Why couldn't he throw that inning?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't think of anybody being able to give me a good reason why Jay Jackson couldn't have taken that inning in a 7-run game. Even if he gets in trouble.
No, Jay Jackson wasn't in the bullpen on Friday.
I thought he came up on Friday.
He replaced Jackson Stevens after the concussion.
Oh, after the concussion. That's right. Okay. Well, still.
But like, when it was 5-1, he threw Raisel Iglesias, which, all right, whatever. But then at that point,
4-run game, whatever. I'm good with that.
Yeah, but then Minter was warming, and then he throws, and then we go up 8-20. He keeps, but like McHugh and Lee were warming earlier, and they didn't pitch, so you can't use the excuse of that he was warmed up, so we put him in the game, because so are the 2 of them, and you didn't put them in the game, so it just was dumb. I just was, and now that's one of those things that you wonder how it like, I don't know what the word is I'm thinking of, but. He pitched then, now he pitches last night, and he tried to pitch tonight. If he didn't pitch Friday, maybe this doesn't happen tonight, but whatever. Again, what's done is done.
Yep, that's it, pretty much. It's magic numbers 31. Thanks, Dave.
Crazy. No, that's wild, though. There's 33 games left, and that's how tight it is.
That's pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, like, the Braves are shooting themselves in the foot when they have opportunity. Like, okay, well, let me rephrase that.
They've had a couple of winnable games recently that they didn't end up winning.
Yeah,
like this division, the Braves, the division is going to be like a 1 or 2 game difference. Yeah, and then there's just no way you don't look back at this game and this game and this game. What if we did, made a different decision and won that game? We could.
Yes, Jorge, you're right. After the Dodgers, the only team with a winning record the Mets play is the Brewers, and you never know who the Brewers are going to be in a given series at this point. So they're either the hardest team to beat in baseball, the Brewers, or they're just going to roll over and get swept by making no sense.
It's in Milwaukee, but yeah, they haven't been playing that well.
If the Mets, actually, I would like if the Mets clinched in Atlanta.
Why?
Because it'd piss that whole fucking team off.
Oh, the Braves team?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
They'd be.
I just, for my own sanity, I cannot take it coming down to that.
The Braves have clinched.
I won't be able to watch
the division each of the last 4 seasons in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They've not clinched it on the road. So for them to see somebody come into Atlanta and clinch the division on their field, they're going to be like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're the fucking reigning champs. Like, I mean, like, I get it. The Mets are a really fucking good team. And I still think they're going to win the division because I don't think the strength of schedule.
I just don't think the schedule, unless something weird happens, the schedule favors the Mets, and they already lead by 3 games.
Right, and they, everyone always says, "Oh,
the Braves are ahead or whatever."
They're going to be the Mets. No, they haven't been the Mets. Like, they haven't met yet, so they're not going to do it now. That's a June thing. They do that in June every year. June flips, and it's like the whole team falls apart every year in June. And this year it happened in April, and it was like, ha, look at them. Look at them. They lost DeGrom. They lost Scherzer. Like, they thought they were somebody. And then all they did was just keep winning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we going to do? 07 collapse. You know what? Do me a favor and look up the 2011 collapse. Okay? So, don't be talking about collapses around here. We have PTSD. We have PTSD as well. Yeah, the Cardinals. It's always the fucking.
Why is it always the Cardinals who are tearing our postseason dreams apart?
2011, they did that shit to us. Right? 2012 was the fucking wild card game.
The infield fly.
Oh, man. And then 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we are like even remotely close to a spot where we might have to play the Cardinals in the postseason or like we're like whatever, like, dude, it's just like, Jesus Christ. They just give me, it's the devil magic. It's the devil magic. And now the Mets have it too. It's like, fuck. I don't know. I think
it looks like it's kind of like pretty much locked up. Like, I know the Brewers are like in there, but they're just not doing enough consistently, I think, to get a postseason spot. I think it's probably going to be Braves, Phillies, Padres. So,
well, yeah, I mean, the wild card's pretty much decided at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the Phillies are going to get the
unless
second
something weird
wild
happens
card.
in the NL East, I think it's going to be,
I don't know if the
Mets
Phillies
and
will get the
Dodgers.
second one. It could flip between the Padres and Phillies.
But, dude, the Padres are just like they always have that post-deadline, like, voodoo. Like, they think they got their mojo because they just went and traded for, like, everybody in the fucking universe. And
that
every year,
system.
yeah, and every year they pull off, like, the craziest trades that you're like, how did they do that?
And then they get worse.
And then they just fall on their face every time.
Like, I feel bad for their fans because I'm just like, you think, oh yeah, this is the one, like, their GM.
I'm excited we have a reason to watch the Braves playing the Mariners, Dave. It'll be fun. Actually,
I'm
very
excited
game,
for that to play in Seattle. I'm really excited.
I'm excited to watch it. I am definitely worried about that series.
Worried about the Mariners?
I think they're good.
I mean, they're good. I mean, but it's one series. I mean,
I think it depends who we face.
Look at everybody we play around that, though.
Castillo
That's what I'm more worried about.
Ray, if you go up there and get Castillo, Ray, and Logan Gilbert, I mean,
yeah, right. It just depends how it lines up. But if we got Fried, Wright, and Strider,
that's what I was gonna say. I love when people say that because it's like, okay, well,
exactly.
We might throw Fried, Wright, Strider, Fried, Morton, Strider, like whatever. Like our rotation's pretty good. I understand that. Like,
I mean, Morton's our fourth best starter at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, Mike Soroka, if he comes back this season, will be our fifth or sixth best starter. I mean, like, that's.
Yeah.
I like it.
Side note, I'm so worried about. I can't wait for social media to overreact to Mike Soroka's first starter too. If it's like just doesn't go, or not start, maybe appearance, when it maybe doesn't go exactly as they planned.
Well, I said something about Soroka is going to be back soon yesterday on Twitter, and somebody commented on it and was like, "Have you seen what Mike's doing?" I was like,
somebody's going to say like, he's gonna come back and give up a run or two. Oh man, he's washed. He just can't come back.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
he gave up 4 runs yesterday. Yeah, he gave up 4 runs yesterday in the second inning, and then was scoreless and through the rest of the way through 4 2/3. So it's like,
yeah.
But
and like people say, you don't know what he was working on. He might have said, "I'm going to throw this one pitch because I want to."
Exactly. Like,
that's something people don't think about enough, just in general for the minor leagues, especially for pitchers. Like, you go out there and they'll tell a pitcher, say, "Hey, we think you need to work on your changeup today. You're going to throw it X number of times." And if they've never really thrown it, they're going to get hit. Oh, he gave up 4 runs. Well, he threw a changeup a lot more than he's ever, and not just obviously any pitch. Or, hey, you're going to learn to work inside on a lefty today. Yeah. So when we get a lefty, you're forcing it inside. You can't. We're going to get you to learn how to pitch there.
Drew Waters homered off of Jacob deGrom in a minor league rehab start. I mean,
yeah.
Do people think that means that Drew Waters is a superstar and Jacob deGrom is washed? Obviously not, because that dude has come up and been fucking incredible again.
In the minor, obviously you want the minor league teams and managers, they want to win a championship too, because why not? But down there, it is very much process over results for those guys. They're not too worried. Oh, you might have gave up a couple hits, but that curveball's looking a lot better, kid.
And that's really what's going on with Soroka right now. Is like, this isn't about we need him.
Mm-hmm. Oh no,
we lost Jordan.
While we wait, but yeah, pitching wise, it's process over results. So in the minor leagues, like deGrom, like you mentioned, he gave up a home run to Waters. They were basically saying, listen, we need you to go figure out how to be Jacob deGrom again. And this is what we think you need to do today. And it's like if you're worried about Jacob deGrom giving a home run in the minors, then, well, you see how that went. He's been pretty good since he came back, obviously.
Yeah.
But pitchers especially. Now, hitters, obviously, you want to see more results because, it's a little different. Pitching-wise, though, like you're learning how to control the pitch. You're learning how to, throw a pitch.
Did he text you? Oh, he texted me. He said his computer died. Yeah, because I don't think we can end it, so we'll have to wait for him to come back before we can end it.
Yeah, we could just leave and it'd be a black screen, I guess.
But yeah, this is gonna be crazy down the stretch. I don't know. I mean, this seems like playing well, so it's not. I don't know. It's not like the team's falling apart or something, but we'll see what happens. I don't know.
I mean, who did the Braves have? The Rockies and the Marlins this week, right?
Yes.
It's all at home. Is it all at home?
Yeah, sure. I think
the Rockies are home. I know the Rockies are home.
Yes, but it's Rockies and then Miami, and then we go out west. So, I mean, it depends if, if the Mets take 2 of 3 or better from the Dodgers, I think it's probably going to hit a point where it's like, if the Dodgers sweep them or take 2 of 3 and we sweep the Rockies, then you're like, okay, well, now it's a little close. But then again, you still look at, they have the easier schedule going forward. So we got to a half game back, and then it just lost the footing. You know what I mean? They never got over that hump of getting into first place. So it just kind of feels like they won't get there. And it was a tough April and May. The team wasn't very good in April and May, right? So it's hard not to look back at some of those games and just wonder how they could be different now if they played some of those teams. But
yeah, it's true. I mean, you were right, though. I think we're going to figure out exactly what we could think on for the division race. It's not over, I don't think, necessarily either way. I mean, it's obviously you start, preparing the coffin maybe, depending on how it goes. But I don't know if I would say it's over. You start making, funeral arrangements. I don't know if you schedule it. You just kind of start preparing it. That way you don't have to deal with that when the shock finally ends. But
I mean, but the thing is, the team's going to be playing in October no matter what. It's just a matter of when and where. And
I mean, the Braves are setting up to be basically now, I'm not trying to say this is going to be the same way it's going to work, but they're in the position to be the Dodgers of 2021 here, where they might win 100 games and have to play a wild card round. Yeah. Obviously, it's a better situation than what the Dodgers had. They had to go win one game. The Braves will get a 3-game series, probably at home. So all at home, I think. But and you're probably playing the Phillies or Padres. This is a little better situation. But the Braves are in that situation, and it's more of, tough luck because you won 100 games. The Mets were just really good. So,
yeah. I mean, it really is very similar to last year. Like, imagine you win 106 games and you don't win the division. I mean, this team could very well win 100+ games and not win the division. That's just how it. That's just how it. Them's the break.
But even last year, I mean, it's a little different scenario. But a lot of people are saying, the Phillies are 100% going to run down the Braves that last month because the Phillies schedule was so poor. It was so weak. So the games still have to be played. I would pick the Mets to win most of those games in the month of September. It wouldn't shock me if they go like 22-6 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Over the last 28, 30 games. But I mean, either way, the Braves are playing in October.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think the Braves are set up well in October. I mean, you're going to run out Fried. I would have Strider as my number 2 guy, game 2 guy still.
I almost tweeted that today. I was like, Morton, and I was saying earlier, Morton's our number 4 starter. Morton should not start in a wild card series, but Snit will put him because the playoff guy, he's had the playoff experience, and they'll throw him in. I think so too. It should be Fried, Wright, and Strider should be our starters in a wild card.
I will say if they did want to, and I think you're on to something. I don't think you're wrong there. I would say, he would probably go Morton. If they would say, okay, here's how we're going to go. We're our 3 starters. If they said it's going to be Fried, then we want Morton because he's a veteran. And let's say they go Kyle Wright. If they would use Spencer Strider in the, Andrew Miller role for that wild card series, I'd be fine with it, honestly. I would justify it. But when you get to an NLDS, if you get to one, of course, assuming you got there, Strider has to start a game.
Yeah.
Because you don't have another 4th starter right now. Mm-hmm. Now, if Odorizzi, if maybe he changes my opinion in the next month, or Soroka comes back and looks like he could start, and then I would be fine. But I just don't. I think Strider should be your 2nd starter in a postseason right now, assuming he doesn't, experience any fatigue.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
I think that. I mean, I know you guys don't like it, but I don't think throwing Morton in that series would be a bad thing. But I
don't think it'd be a bad thing.
I think you have to go.
You just have no idea what you're going to get. He's brilliant, and then he gives up 4 runs. Like, there's no way to know what you're going to get. He's inconsistent this whole season, and I hate to not know. And
but
then
he had a
4-run game.
Yeah, I feel that. But what I would do is I would go Fried and then Wright. Mm-hmm. Fried and Wright, 1 and 2. And then if you need to throw Strider in game 3, throw Strider. Like,
I also wouldn't hate the point of
I don't
what you're
hate
saying
Morton
is
pitching,
use Fried Wright in games 1 and 2. And if you get in a situation where, hey, Strider, if we can use you in one of these 2 games for 2 or 3 innings, you bring him, and then you have Morton for game 3.
Yeah.
And also, if you sweep, right, if you win those first 2 games, then you can start Strider game 1 in the NLDS. Yeah. And I mean, he's been good against the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you got to game 3 and let's say you use Strider and you had to use Morton, I'm a huge numbers guy, analytics guy, and I really don't care what Morton has done all year. I would still feel somewhat confident going into a game 3 with Morton on the mound. Just based off his veteran pedigree. I would think, hey, listen, he hasn't been the sharpest this year, but especially if you're against like Philly, who's third, because you're going to be past Nola and Wheeler there.
Yeah,
so you're going to be going
Suarez
against
or something.
Ranger Suarez or
right.
I can't think of a guy's name. I'll think of it here in a second. The guy they traded for last year. Oh my God.
Oh, Gibson.
From the Rangers.
Yeah, Gibson or Syndergaard. Yeah, after Nola and Wheeler, I kind of don't. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
it's perfect.
So I mean, I would feel confident in Morton in that situation. Now, would it shock me if you gave up 4? No, but I wouldn't feel like, okay, we're in trouble type deal. There's some guys that, in 1 game scenarios, I'd be willing to throw out the stat book type deal. And Morton, I think, has earned that right for his career.
Yeah, I think Morton's earned that.
So, that's just where I would be. Now, Odorizzi, if they said, hey, Odorizzi starting game 3, I'd be like, oh God.
Yeah, what is the trouble if Odorizzi starting game 3 of the wild card series?
What I wouldn't hate.
If we get to that point, something has went wrong.
Something bad happened along the way.
Boog said tonight during the broadcast, he's like, Odorizzi's pitching well. He might find himself pitching in some postseason games. And when he said, I was like, God, I fucking hope not.
He's going to do what he did for the Astros last year. He's going to be a long relief if we need him type of.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's the role I think he should be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Dave, this is what we do. Have you not realized from the 2 hours of watching us that we talk about?
To be honest, Dave, this was me and Colleen kind of filling time to get Jordan in here so we could finish the broadcast.
Yeah.
So
my computer just randomly shuts off sometimes, and this time it wouldn't even let me bring my camera back up. So now I'm using the shitty ass camera that is on the computer, which looks amazing compared to the HD camera that I usually use. So, yeah, I mean, I guess one little final note there is what I would say is in game 3, if you do go with Morton, you got to be ready with Strider. Or if it gets to a point where you're like, okay, we got to make a move here.
Or in this hypothetical scenario that's a month away, if Strider was used in a game 1 or 2, maybe, just maybe, our Maple Maddox Prince has returned, and he's ready to give you 2-3 innings as well.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah.
Mike Soroka in the, the quote unquote Andrew Miller role, that's lethal, dude. Like if he's actually Mike Soroka,
if he comes back this last month and looks good,
dude. That if I were another team, that would scare me. If I was like, oh, I got to face Strider for 6 innings. Oh, and then Mike Soroka's coming out for 3. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to score in this game? Yeah, I would be like, this is insane. Because, I mean, if you're seeing Strider for 6 innings and he's just – if he's good Spencer Strider, which I don't think there's a bad Spencer Strider. There's just 2 different Spencer Striders, I guess. Sometimes you get the guy who's missing his spots a little bit, and sometimes you get the guy who's absolutely, like, dominant. Mm-hmm. And if you get that guy for 6 innings, and then the guy who comes in behind him is Mike Soroka, like that's like the craziest, like
the difference.
Yeah, flip of like, okay, this guy is all power with a disgusting slider, and then this guy can throw like 8 different pitches and just mix and match and like do whatever. Mm-hmm. So like, I think, man, Soroka would be fun in a spot like that.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
It's a nicer, like knowing you have the options there.
Dave, the Braves say they're not shutting Strider down. They trust Spencer
You're insisting
Strider.
He's not on an innings limit.
Dave, I would be fine if, hey, Strider, we noticed your shoulder's a little sore. Yeah, let's just skip a start.
Yep.
But I don't think they've made it very clear they don't plan on shutting him down or moving him back to the bullpen. Wouldn't hate if they skipped a start for him. And, like, if they got to the point, even if it's like the Mets have kind of clinched, maybe with a week or so to go and, they're safe in a playoff spot or the wild card, like 1 spot. Hey, we're playing, the Athletics or whenever that series is. I don't know off the top of my head. It's like, let's give you a day off, kid. You'll pitch in 5 more days.
Or what we could do is when we go on that West Coast trip, we could do what we did in the Marlins series. When we play the A's.
Yeah.
Call up Kyle Muller and Ian Anderson. Or if Soroka's ready by then.
Or Elder. We have options.
Or Elder. We have a shit ton of starting pitching.
You're right. He never has, but they've asked Anthopoulos like twice. And he's said both times, no, there's no plan.
Yep.
For an innings cap. And I know me and Jordan have spoke about this before that we think, at some point he might have got moved to the bullpen. But they've came out.
It would have happened by now, though.
Yeah, the beat writers have asked, and everybody said, and Anthopoulos is usually very close to the chest on a lot of things. He's been very open about saying we have no plans to shut him down.
And thus far he's not slowed down. It's not like you can see him kind of fatiguing or those he looked so good on Friday. Like it doesn't seem like he's getting to a point where you're like, oh, maybe we do need to start limiting his innings. So we'll see how the next month goes for sure. But
one thing with Strider is I don't know if you guys actually we'll get off of here in a minute, but I don't know if you guys actually saw where he did the Pitching Ninja podcast, but he talks about his Tommy John surgery and how he spent a large portion of that rehab doing nothing but revamping his mechanics. So, like, it would be different if he had funky mechanics and stuff. But he doesn't. He has nice, quiet, just like tight mechanics that just there's not a whole lot of stress on his arm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I get what Dave is saying, but I mean, you've come this far, so it's like, and it's kind of backwards. Like, instead of starting the season with him as a starter and then getting to the end of the season, we were like, oh shit, he's thrown too many innings. We got to shut him down or put him in the bullpen.
Yeah, you're right. It was June or end of May.
Yeah, we didn't put him in the rotation until like end of May. Yeah. So that's probably what's keeping AA or Alex Antopoulos, from moving him to the bullpen or whatever they're going to do. I mean, once you get a couple weeks away from the postseason, like Trent might be right there, might be like, we're going to bump you, like we're going to skip a start or whatever. That might happen, but I mean, it's already too late to be like, okay, we're going to make an adjustment here. And then I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I mean, hopefully we pass the Mets. Like, that's a perfect world, right? But Mets are really good.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get off of here and go get something to eat before bed. Yeah. I think everybody's got to work tomorrow. So,
unfortunately.
But, yeah.
I forgot about that rain delay. I'm like, it's almost midnight. But
yeah, I know.
Late game.
And after a shitty loss like that.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I'll say it was easier to just like chat with you guys after it instead of just like sitting in my own, like scrolling through Twitter and being angry. Yeah. So.
Peace out, Trent. All right. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.
Michael, you're going to get on here eventually too.
Yes.
I'll force them. It's not even my podcast, and I'm inviting you on.
That's fine. Hey, whatever. I tell you what. 2 weeks from now, Michael, if you're open, let's do it. So, all right, you guys have a good one.
Good night.
Bye.